guys. This is just a little update. I haven't updated in a while. Just want to let y'all know what was going on. So, I put my 2 weeks in last Monday at Lakeland, and I start my job at Williams Pest Control, which is my father-in-law's business, on Monday. And the reason for this change was one, the insurance that I had with the company. It was going to cover $5,000 fertility, but you had to meet your $2,500 deductible first. And then with insurance, they make the price go up more, because that's just how insurance and the pharmaceutical companies and all that crap works. So it was going to be like $15,000. A little bit over 15,000, but it did not include my pre-cycle lab work, and it did not include like the mock embryo transfer. It did not include obviously Tyson's blood work and all that stuff. So we were able to get our pre-cycle work and everything done before my insurance went inactive, because the way when I worked for that company, Lakeland, they actually let me bill it like a client-based bill, so it ended up being a little bit cheaper. So we still had to pay out of pocket, but it's cheaper because we billed it through them. And then the other reason why I changed jobs, which a lot of people are like, why would you do that? You work in a doctor's office, yada yada, was because, for one, it's a family-owned business, and it's going to be nice for me to know how it runs whenever my husband does take over the business. And the other main reason was it's going to be a lot easier with the IVF process that I have to go through, because like right after the transfer, or even right after the egg retrieval and the transfer, there's like days where you have to stay off work, and then there's multiple days where you're going in for a sonogram, and then a day off, and then another sonogram, and then blood work, and then all this other stuff. So I just didn't want to put them in a bind with all that, because it's hard trying to find someone to fill in, especially since I was working for two doctors. So that's a little update on my job thing. But I did apply for the compassionate care program, and then there was this other one called One Step, I think, or something like that. It was another program that was for the trigger shot, and then two other, like the HS or the HCG. I only got 25% off on each. I was expecting more than that, because the girl that I knew that's gone through it, she and her husband make a lot more money than me and my husband, like over $50,000 more. But I didn't get it, and I was kind of upset. I was actually really upset about it, and I kind of went into a little deep depression again. Because sometimes I can hold it and I can do it, but sometimes I just get depressed. Anyways, and I was just sad, because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's still gonna make the medications like over $1,000 more than what I thought they were. And his parents and my parents have already pitched in the money, and it's just like we have to come up with that more money. But I know that there is a reason for it or whatever, and I know that it's gonna be fine, because this whole process has gone so quickly. Like, I did not expect it to go this quick. Like, I mean, they're starting me. So on the 28th, I have my consultation, and that's where they're going to discuss, like, I'm going to ask all my questions, have him answer it, because we're going on our cruise, the one that I told y'all we couldn't get our money back for. We're going on the cruise March 3rd or March 4th, and we're going to Cozumel, and that's where the Zika virus is, in Mexico. So there's some questions I have to ask about that. I may not be able to get off the ship that day, which will be fun, because I've seen it like 4 times. It's still one of my favorite ports, but I also don't want a chance getting the Zika virus, because they say that they want you to wait 6 months until after traveling to Mexico. And I really don't want to wait that long, because we already started the process and everything. So they said I can sign a waiver, but I'm still going to ask them all my questions, and like how many eggs or embryos they're going to let me transfer and all that stuff. But anyways, the 28th is that appointment, and then right after the appointment, I'll discuss with the nurse all my medications, and they'll call in my prescriptions, and they're usually mail order, I think, because a lot of pharmacies don't carry drugs like that. And we will start the medications March 1st, and which today I started birth control, because I was starting my period, and they don't want me to be on my period for that mock embryo transfer, so they went ahead and started me on birth control today. So I'll be on birth control until they tell me to stop, and then I'll start my medications on March 1st, and then after that, I'll stay on my medications for, I guess it's like a month or so. And April, they're wanting to do the transfer. Originally, it was going to be May the transfer, so now they're moving it up a month. So it's happening very quickly. I did not expect it to go this quick, but with the help of all of our friends and our family, and just God, I mean, apparently He wanted it to happen so quickly, so we were able to get all the funds and everything like that. Which is still weird for me because I'm just like, why are these people giving us money? Like, I appreciate it, obviously, like it's the most amazing feeling ever, but I'm not used to that. I've worked for everything I've had since I was 15. I've had a job since I was 15. It's crazy because I'm like, it would just take us years to save up that amount of money, but these people love us enough and they want us to have children. They want us to be happy that they're giving their money to us to help us. So, I mean, we've been super, super tremendously blessed. And I just wanted to give y'all an update and let you know what's going on. And I'll give you more of an update after the appointment. But for right now, just continue praying for us, praying for just our minds and my body to go through this process. And that it'll take the first time because that's my biggest fear. But I've just been trying to give all my fears, all my worries, all my doubts to God. Just let Him have it because I can't handle it on my own. Because if I think about them, I dwell on it and it puts me in a depressed mood. And I've been off Facebook for almost a month now, which is insane because I love Facebook and I was like addicted to it. Like it's an addiction. But I've been off Facebook and Instagram. And so really all I've been doing is watching Netflix and being on Snapchat. But you know, Snapchat, your stories last like 30 seconds and then you're done with all of them. And then you don't really have anything to do on there unless you want to take a bunch of selfies with dog filters and stuff. But anyways, that's just how it's going. And I appreciate all of y'all. I know some of y'all have probably been messaging me on Facebook or whatever, but I don't have Facebook Messenger. I don't have Facebook. I may get on it again. I'm just not really sure when. I know that it'll be easier for me to keep up with everybody, especially from Lakeland, because they were like my family, and I still want to keep in touch. So I may get it again. Just as of right now, maybe until after the egg retrieval and stuff, I'm gonna stay off of it because it helps ease my mind. I'm not seeing all the pregnancy announcements and all the first birthdays and the birth, like, oh hey, I just gave birth. Like, I don't have to see any of that. And so I just want to tell y'all thank y'all and keep praying for us, because that's all we need. I mean, y'all have done so much already for us and we just need the prayers. So thank you guys.